everybody, and welcome to this edition of Prep Sports Night Live. I'm Rich Estrella, along with Bob Gibson, and we're happy you joined us. We are coming to you live from the city of Tustin at Rock Brews. And Bob, it's week one now. We had week 0.
Yep.
Now we're in week 1 of the Southern section. And Bob, I've been wondering, why not just call last week week 1? This is week 2. We got 11 weeks, all right?
Rich, you know it's been a burr in my saddle for a long time. I've wanted to say week 1, week 0 doesn't exist. Let's go, week 1, right? Week 1 is week 1. We should just call it that. But hey, I'm not the CIF commissioner, so what do you want from me?
All right, yeah, myself involved. Hey, Bob, we had a pretty good week last week. We had the best game in the nation last week. We're going to talk about it right now. We're talking about Modern Day and Corona Centennial. And we had the next best game in week 1 in the nation. We have, who was that, Bob? It's Orange Lutheran taking on Concord de la Salle.
Yes,
oh,
yes.
Man. So we're going to talk about those games. Matter of fact, let's just get it started now. Let's look at the scoreboard. Take a look at Modern Day Corona Centennial, 28-14 game. Bob, Elijah Brown, 31. Frank McManus is 1-0. He's 1 up on Elijah Brown.
There you go. 1 down and a lot more to go for Frank McManus. Congratulations on win number 1. It won't take long for him to get many more.
Now, remember, it is week 1, but that's a pretty good game for both. Modern Day, number 1 in the country, followed by Centennial, number 15. And let's see now, yardage-wise, Centennial had 96 yards passing, 167 yards rushing. A little bit different than when Izzy Carter was playing.
Well, it's all about the modern day defense. It really is, right? And to shut down a Centennial offense like that, not too many teams are able to really contain, much less shut down a Centennial offense. Modern Day was able to do that. The modern day defense, again, I think we say this every year now, even better than their offense, and their offense is pretty darn good.
Modern Day put up 340 yards of total offense. Centennial, by contrast, 263. But remember, Modern Day's returning everybody. Corona Centennial's trying to figure it out with the new group. So that was a pretty good game for both teams. And you got to give Centennial some credit because holding Modern Day to 28 points is pretty good. Not many teams will do that all year.
No, you're absolutely right. So defensively for both teams, it was actually pretty good.
It definitely was.
Yeah.
All right, so this week, Modern Day is going to be at Bingham, Utah. Bingham's been a multi-state champion in Utah, but this is not one of those teams, Bob.
No,
they're 1-1 already on the season, and their lone win was last week, and basically, what was it? It was a 2-point game. It was 27-29 or something like that.
Look, this is the problem you have when you're a Modern Day or a Bosco or almost anybody else in the Trinity League. It's tough to find competition out there. Who wants to play Modern Day? Not too many teams. So you got to travel. Orange Lutheran has got 2 road trips this year. We'll talk about that, playing a couple of out-of-state teams. Modern Day's got to play out-of-state teams. Bosco's got to play out-of-state teams. That's just the way it is because nobody really wants to play these guys. I mean, you can't blame them.
I agree. And Santa Margarita Centennial will take on Santa Margarita this Friday, I believe. Not Thursday. Yeah, it is a Friday night game. Santa Margarita squeaked by west of Utah, 28-27. Santa Margarita, not a lot of offense, 210 yards, but when they did throw the ball, they made it count, and they did a good job, Bob.
That's a Trinity League team that in Santa Margarita it's going to be a good team. I'm not sure how great they'll be. I don't know how much they'll play within the Trinity because it's really about Modern Day, Bosco, and I think Orange Lutheran in that league, but we'll see. We'll see if Santa Margarita can surprise some people, kind of like the way Jay Serra did a year ago.
Out of the 40,000 high schools that play football across the country, Santa Margarita's in the top 100.
Of course.
Top 75.
All the Trinity League schools would be found there.
And they should be.
Absolutely.
And they should be. Last week, of course, West put up 354 yards in total offense. They were moving the ball. They're moving the ball between the lines, but they just couldn't get in the end zone. It is what it is. All right, let's take a look at another game. Week 1 preview. Going to take them now at Orange High School, taking on Villa Park. These two schools may as well be considered crosstown rivals because they're that close to each other. But last year, Villa Park won 24-12. Orange beat Pacifica 45-15. But remember, Kobe Boykin left. All right, he left Orange high and dry, took off for greener pastures in Miami. But Arduan Morris, 295 yards and 5 touchdowns. He took over for Boykin, and he had a huge day. I don't think they're going to miss Kobe Boykin.
No, so you got a lot of good athletes over at Orange High right now. And so, hey, the next guy steps up, right? It's kind of the old adage for coaches. Somebody left, next guy's got to step up, and that definitely happened with the Panthers.
Morris, man, 295 yards, 5 touchdowns, but that was not the best performance of the week. By far.
Give it to me.
Well, we saw the game.
I know.
It was last week's game with Western and Los
Alamitos.
Anthony League, 6 touchdowns. He had 365 yards of total offense, receiving and running.
Out of his mind.
And he didn't even look like he was running hard.
Oh, so good.
I mean, Barrett Dickerson out there just cruising around.
Right, just cruising through and making touchdowns.
Oh, he is amazing last week. And that was a good Western team, by the way. So we'll see what happens. But Los Alamitos is only going to get better and better. So we'll talk about them in a little bit. All right, let's continue on now. Orange Lutheran taking on Concord de La Salle. This is a really good game. I mean, this is going to be a good test for both of them. Concord de La Salle has not played anybody yet. Orange Lutheran had a big victory last week. And so they beat Serra Gardena. Serra Gardena is one of the schools that goes deep in the playoffs every year. They always have NFL players over there. And, they beat them pretty handily, Bob. Orange Lutheran, 47-19.
Orange Lutheran's got a bunch of good juniors this year. They're starting quarterback, a great receiver. So they're still got underclassmen there. They're not a real senior-heavy team. Watch out for Orange Lutheran next year. I really think next year is going to be them, but I think they could sneak up on some people this year and make some noise. Are they in the modern-day Bosco equation yet? Maybe not. They think they certainly have a chance to be. Maybe not, but we'll see.
Listen, Olu's scary, man. They're scary. 193 yards rushing, 274 yards passing, 467 total yards in an opening game against a great program in Serra.
And they've got a great offensive line, Orange Lutheran. They've got some big boys up front.
By the way, Orange Lutheran ranked number 45 in the country. De La Salle, number 62.
It's going to be a good matchup.
Again, they're in the top 100, man.
I know.
Good matchup. Let's continue on. We have this one labeled as crosstown rivals. And I'm going to tell you right now, when you go to Covina, West Covina area, you have 3 high schools in a triangle. They're all like a mile and a half apart, if that. So those 3 schools are all crosstown rivals. Early on, you're going to have West Covina of South Hills taking on Covina. And ought to be a good game, Bob.
Battle of Covina.
Having a crosstown rival matchup this early in the season, week 1, is crazy.
Hey, this is Reg Miller territory
yes.
here. Our old friend, rest in peace, Reg Miller.
Reg's Edge.
Who are you going to give Reg's Edge to?
Reg's Edge tonight.
Reg's Edge would have given. We'll let Reg up top give his edge at some point. Good luck to both Covinas.
Covina South Hills is always tough, man. They just are. But we'll see what happens. Last year, it was a good game. It was a 2-point difference. So this one ought to be good as well. All right, that's the triangle we talked about. What else we have left here, Bob? As we get ready.
John's ready over there. Yeah,
the national game of the week this week. St. John Bosco taking on St. Thomas Aquinas of Florida. Bosco coming in ranked number 3 in the nation. Aquinas number 9. St. Thomas number 9, Bob.
Wow.
So it's going to be a good ball game.
I told you, if you're in the Trinity, you got to find teams to play, and these are the only games that these will play. You got to play these big time teams around the nation.
Everybody's got a quarterback named Caleb nowadays. Like 4 quarterbacks already in high school named Caleb.
Caleb and Elijah, I think, are the 2 names that are the most popular for boys now these days.
Bosco's got a quarterback named Caleb Sanchez, 272 yards, 3 touchdowns last week. Yeah. Bosco, though, it was running back by committee, more or less. They had 6 guys listed as running backs, but 2 were quarterbacks, so they lost yardage.
Right.
But they had under 100 yards rushing. The top rusher, there was 2 of them. They each had 31 yards. That's not Bosco.
No, that's
somebody else.
Early on. It's very early in the season.
Bosco has to be ready now for this game against St. Thomas Aquinas because those guys,
they're good.
They're very good.
No, they're good.
They're very good. But I still think Bosco's going to beat them. Let's see. Lastly, let's talk about. I was going to say let's talk about the Los Al and Western game. We're going to save that for a little bit later on. Right now, let's go to John Conti.
Hey guys, I'm hanging out here on the side stage. Just want to give an opportunity to thank all of our sponsors that put this wonderful show together. It's really great to see most of these folks here in the building. We are Prep Sports Media, and we, of course, can't do this without our sponsors. We've got Suzuki, engineered for success. USA Water Heaters. For all of your needs, visit USA Water Heaters. Ream Heating and Cooling, the largest manufacturer of water heating products in the North America. Modern Woodmen, our good friends, are here. They are securing nearly 750,000 of their members financial freedom since 1883. Lighthouse Escrow, get your white glove service. Give Lighthouse a call. Our man Ruben at Colosso Tax Service for all your tax and accounting needs. Get a hold of our man Ruben. And we can't even do this event without the good people at Rock Brew here in the city of Tustin. We thank the whole crew for the classic comfort food with the rock and roll vibe. And of course, DeForest Real Estate, if he can drive there, he can sell there. And lastly, I want to thank LA36 for putting this on for us every week. All right, Rich, let me go back to you at the desk.
All right, thanks a lot, John. Appreciate it. I'm now joined by the head girls volleyball coach and the head boys volleyball coach.
Yes.
Joanna Lane. And Joanna, thanks for joining us tonight
Sure.
on Prep Sports Night Live. I got to ask you, you coaching boys and girls? How's that working out?
Oh, it's awesome. I love both programs, obviously, very much. I'm a former tiller myself, so I am very proud to serve my community. That is Tustin High.
Now, how do you work? How do you do? I mean, they're different seasons, so you don't have to worry about all that. What's the difference? What is the main difference? I have to ask that.
I mean, I don't think there's a difference. I mean, they all play hard. They all go after what they want. They are all about the good vibes and the relentless attitude. Honestly, I don't think there's a difference.
So right now the girls are playing, right?
Yep,
you guys
they're playing.
You guys are starting up.
That's
Tell us
right.
about your team this year.
We're awesome. We are 16 strong, and we are a group of just super hardworking athletes, and we're super, super excited for the season. We're going to make a big CIF run. That's our plan.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Who do we have? We're going to have some girls we're going to be talking to right now.
Yes.
Who are we going to be talking to?
We're going to be talking to my captains and one of our boys players, our captains Jenny and also Rebecca and Cassandra. They're awesome, super hardworking.
So how did you end up with the boys team? And I'm not saying that as a sexist thing. I'm just saying that.
Hey, I'm Orange County Boys Coach of the Year. Hey, you better watch out.
How did you end up as a boys? How did you get that?
You know, honestly, I graduated from Tustin High. I went away to play college volleyball. And then my ADs, who were my former coach at the time, she said, hey, we have a job opportunity available. And so I said, great, I'll try boys volleyball. Like, it's not that much different. And I've been coaching ever since.
That is great, man.
Yeah.
That is great. So your team this year, you have a lot of returners. What's the story with your team coming back?
Yeah, you know, honestly, we're a little bit young. We have a great senior class. We're about 7 seniors strong, and the rest of them are underclassmen, which is super awesome because that means we're just going to continue to grow and build and be awesome.
All right, the girls are getting set up over there right now.
They are.
Who is there first right now?
That is Jenny, and the rest of them are joining her. That's Cass and Megan and Aaliyah. Those are 4 of my varsity girls.
So let's start from the one next to Bob. Go ahead and tell us about her.
Jenny is super awesome. She is a powerhouse hitter. She's a great blocker. She's our captain leading us this year. Next to her is Cassandra. Cassandra Shippey. That's right. Cassandra Shippey. She is
number 15.
Yes. She is a firecracker on the court. She's so fun to watch. She is one of our starters as an outside. Aaliyah next to her is one of our defensive specialists. She is another senior, awesome leader, great spirit. And then Megan, number 31, Megan Bach. She is our starting libero, and she is just such a defensive stud on the court there.
And you can tell, look at this. She's already focusing on the interview. She's getting ready. And look at Shippey's just having a good time.
I know, she always does. That's what they do.
Oh, man. All right, well, let's go over to Bob Gibson. Bob will have the interviews of these ladies. Bob, take it away.
Rich, I got 4 great volleyball players with me right here. We're going to start with our senior, Jenny. Excited about starting out this season?
Very excited. I'm excited for my senior year, my last year, and hopefully college. I'm excited for that too. Yeah.
Do you like having a role as a leader on this team? You know, you got some younger girls here, a couple of sophomores. Do you enjoy being a leader?
I do. I like advocating for the team and just being a team player and making sure that everybody is included. And I don't like anybody being out, so I do like being a leader. Yeah.
All right, Cassandra here, who coach called a firecracker on the court. Are you bringing the energy?
Yes, sir.
How do you do it?
I just encourage everybody. I always say up, up, up whenever they get up. I make sure to call the ball everywhere. I energize all the time.
Right, perfect. And Rebecca right here.
I'm Aaliyah.
Oh, Aaliyah, sorry. I know. We had different girls that were coming in and out. Aaliyah, thank you for correcting me. I know we had some last-minute substitutions. What have you guys worked on in the off-season that you're really being able to apply right now that's really working for you guys?
We did a lot of lifting in the off season, and I feel like that was really helpful to us to be able to grow our strength. I feel like that was our biggest helpful thing.
Do you kind of see it all just coming together right now?
Yeah, I feel like we were a lot stronger. We can jump a lot higher. Our approaches are a lot stronger now.
The libero, which is what Megan is I think the most fun position on the court, right? Am I incorrect? It's fun to be the libero. You get to do so many different things.
Yeah, I really enjoy the position. Yeah.
What's so fun? Because it's different. You wear a different colored uniform. The way you substitute in and out is totally different. So it's different being a libero. Explain the position to people who don't understand it.
So libero is mostly like the passer in that sense. So I feel like we get a lot of touches on the ball and we get to like control that kind of aspect. So I really enjoy like how much we get to like be a part of the team in that sense.
And I know Megan's one of the best in the area at it. You've been doing it for a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, a couple of years. Yeah.
Well, good luck, you guys. Have a fun season. It's good to talk with you, and we're going to catch up with you guys.
Thank you.
Back over to Rich. These are the ladies right here. They're going to make it happen this year on the volleyball court.
Give us some nice softball questions.
Well, thank you very much, Bob. We appreciate it. We're just getting set over here. Sitting here, you're going to love this segment, Bob. I got Ringo, and his middle name's Paul, and his other middle name's George, right? I'm just kidding. Sitting with Ringo, and of course, we got Claire Goki with us, and she coaches a number of teams here as well. But we're going to start with Ringo. He's the athletic director. Ringo, you got more work this year because now you have girls flag football, which we'll talk to Claire about a little bit. How's that working out? How much of a headache is that for you to get started, Scheduling?
I wouldn't call it a headache at all. Obviously, our inaugural season, Coach Goki, Coach Pratt, we got our first big win Tuesday, and
Great.
Obviously tomorrow we got Long Beach Milliken at home, so second game coming at us. But no, I mean, obviously there's logistical issues in terms of field space and practice time, but more than worth it, and the girls are loving it, the coaches are loving it. It's been a great experience all the way around.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously the NFL is supporting also, so it's just all the way
Absolutely.
around.
We talked a couple weeks ago about, the scheduling of all this because of the official shortage, and we were hammering them. Bob was hammering them last week on the air. I wasn't. I said, look, even officials have a preseason too. They're going to make some mistakes. But just again, facilities too, you have to schedule all that. And that's the headache I'm talking about. You got to schedule buses, fields, got to have practice now, got to share that field with them too. A lot goes in. You just can't throw a team out there.
No,
like that.
there's a lot of behind the scenes logistics that takes place. They talked about making it a spring sport initially to try to maybe ease some of that burden, but they thought it would be better in the fall. As long as we have the games on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, in terms of getting officials, I think we're going to be okay, and having those double headers. And the games are fairly quick.
I was going to ask you, what time of the games were they going to be played at right
Usually
now?
3:15 and 4:15,
Oh,
so
cool.
it's right away after school, so the students can come out and support. And we had the first game on the main stadium field. We'll have some of the games at the annex, which is right across the street from our main field. So, but overall, just a great experience already.
How are all the other ADs dealing with it? You guys you guys have weekly meetings, man. Come on.
Obviously, one of the things that they're asking is, hey, how many people have a varsity team? How many just have JV or just varsity?
Yeah,
and just trying to get those going. And the officials actually prefer it when you have two levels, so they can get more officials there for doing their job. So anyway, we're working it out.
And some of your coaches here got two jobs now too, like Claire over here. Claire coaches the basketball team, and she's girls basketball team, and she's going to coach the flag football team as well. Claire, right now I believe we're going to talk about basketball first. We'll talk about football in a minute. Your basketball team this year, I mean, you guys are building right now. You got your season coming up. How are things going? And, how are the numbers this year?
Numbers are still lower than expected just from last season, but obviously our hope is to overperform from last year. Ringo is the boys basketball coach too, so we kind of work hand in hand with stuff like that and building our program, and he's been a huge mentor to me. And I wouldn't say we run our programs in alignment, but we work together for sure. Facilities, practice times, everything with that. And
do you reach out into the school, when you're going through your normal day, and you see, you might see a girl who might be 5'9", 5'8", whatever, athletic, and just go up and ask them. They want to play. I mean, you got to recruit off your campus, right?
That's the perk that we both have. We both teach physical education at Tustin, so we see the 9th and 10th graders. We see the kids that are in strength and conditioning, and it's a constant recruiting process every day.
We're going to see a guy now in a couple of minutes here. We went to Santa Fe High and looked at did a piece on them, and they've been struggling. They won one game in the last 3 years, so the guy's coming in now. He had 38 guys in the pro. He didn't have it. The prior coach had 38 kids in the program. Now they're up to 160. So it just shows you what a good coach is coming in. He said, basically, I went on campus and talked to every kid. Come out for football. Just come on out. And got the numbers up like fourfold. It's amazing what you can do. Basketball's a different monster, though.
It is.
It's a very small team sport, and everybody wants to be the starter, right? Everybody wants to start. So how do you balance your time, or how are you balancing your time? I know coaching's a full-time job. It is. I mean, even in the off season, you got to deal with your program. But how are you balancing it so far with football and basketball? Normally, you'd just be focusing on basketball right now, but now
I think in every sport, if you're a head coach, you have to build a good support staff, and that's with everything. And you have people that are able to fill in those gaps, and not just fill in those gaps, but exceed your expectations. And that's the staff that we've built for the girls program. That's the staff that Coach Boss has built with the boys program, and you have those people that are there for the kids.
I think it'd be great to you're in a good situation to recruit now through football for basketball. That's what I'd be thinking about. But I'm always thinking I got cover so many sports, you know. So basically, everybody in your league has bought into the girls flag football thing.
Yes,
Ringo,
every team in the Empire League is fielding a flag football team, and we're a go. It's been really amazing how quickly we've been able to get it off the ground and get it going.
I was amazed that they had leagues. I had no idea that you guys had leagues going for the girls, you know, private, you know, like almost like AYSL or Little League, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. I had no idea until John Conti got involved with the flag football at Beckman and started explaining the whole thing. And then the girls educated us.
The sport is exploding all over the country, and it's just, like I said, exciting to watch, and the buy-in in Southern California has been really impressive, and it's just like I said, for it to get off the ground this quickly. You know, the girls have well over 20 games scheduled, so it just tells you it's spread out all over, and they're ready to go.
That's a great point. SoCal is the hardest place to really launch just about anything, because the you know, everything's so diverse out here. People got the beach, they got the mountains, they got, you know, there's so much to do. Entertainment capital of the world, so to speak. And so anytime when you try to launch anything, it's difficult because you have everybody's interest is so wide, and so varied, you know. But anyways, right now we have John. Oh, is that Bob? Bob Gibson is standing by with the basketball team. Go ahead, Bob.
All right. There we go. Thank you very much. Got my cue. We had the volleyball team up here earlier, and they're a little bit on the young side, right? But we got seniors on the basketball team, and that means we're expecting some big things this year. We got Kylene and Eileen, right? And you guys almost look like sisters, right? Pretty close, actually. Similar names. Have you been mistaken for sisters before? No? Okay, maybe I'm the only one. Maybe I need my glasses. Anyway, so we got 3 seniors up here for the basketball team. What have you guys been working on in the offseason? I know it's not till the winter, right? You guys still got some more work to do, but the season, it must feel like it's right around the corner, right?
Well, right now I'm in flag football. Okay. So, yeah, I'm also doing another sport, and I've been practicing and heavy games. So, yeah.
So what's that like for you to try to do 2 sports at once? I mean, you're practicing for one, but you're playing flag football, right? What's that like for you?
Well, it's new to me, but it's really fun. Like, I've been enjoying it, and yeah, it's been a cool experience having 2 sports in my life, and yeah.
Okay, so Kylene, are you basketball only?
Yes, I'm basketball only.
Okay, so you're just working exclusively on the basketball course. So what are you guys working on right now that's going to get you prepared for the season in just a couple short weeks?
We're working on a lot of shooting and being able to get to the basket and drive hard. And we are working on a lot of conditioning.
And we got Gigi DeForest, the big girl in the middle. She makes it all happen in there. The rebounds, doing the dirty work, right, scoring points. It wasn't that long ago you were transferring to Tustin, but, you know, you're settled in now as with this team. You know, how you feeling really comfortable?
Yeah, you know, like, this team is just, it was so, everyone, like, welcomed me with open arms. I felt like, you know, I was literally already a part of a family, and, like, it didn't even feel like I transferred at all. Like, I felt like I knew these guys my whole life. So it was pretty great. I feel so comfortable, so loved here. Like, it's a really good environment.
Yeah. You guys had plenty of highs and some lows last year, right? It was a little bit of a struggle at times. But you guys feel like you have it together, ready to make that big push for a senior year?
Yes. I think we do.
Yeah.
What specifically has Coach been kind of drilling into you guys that's going to make the difference? Defense, right? Number one?
Oh, for sure, yeah. we definitely worked on that a lot this summer. In our summer league, we went undefeated. Yeah, we went undefeated in summer league, which was a great step up from last year. We're starting to get more comfortable with each other. Our defense is just, it's great now. I mean, we're so aggressive. We're so, like, we're ready. We're like a way better team than we were last year, and I'm expecting great things.
So with seniors now, what's it like to be on that end of it? Do you remember what it was like to be the freshman coming in, and what are you doing to help ease the transition for those younger players?
Well,
maybe Kylie, are you working with the younger players? Are you helping them try to become, better acclimated to high school basketball?
Yeah. I'm just kind of giving them advice, just work hard and enjoy it, enjoy while it lasts, because it goes by really quick.
Yeah, that's true, right?
Yes.
It's not that long ago, right?
Yeah.
4 years. Well, good luck, ladies, and we're expecting a big season out of you guys, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, back over to Rich.
All right, thanks a lot, Bob. Good job. All right, I'm sitting here now with the new principal over at Tustin High School. Her name's Heather Bajorquez, and Heather, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it, man. You got a first-year situation coming into. How are things been going so far? You're still there, so, can't be that bad, right?
Every day. It's been pretty great. We're day 6 today, and I have to say it's been an amazing start to the school year.
Only day 6. Well, we're with the football team constantly and everybody else, so it seems like school never has ended. It just started in the summer and it keeps going through.
I started talking with the football team this summer. I think that we have made some good connections, and our football team's pretty amazing, just individual students.
So what's it like for a new principal coming into a high school? What are your biggest challenges you face coming in?
Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge you've had so far?
I think, first of all, I've been in the community for a long time. I was a middle school principal before coming.
Okay.
And but the biggest challenge is getting to know all the students, getting to know all the staff, getting to know all the coaches, and really being able to be there and be present at all the things and support all the programs.
Well, I think that's very important for a principal. I certainly remember back when I was in high school, we knew when the principal was in attendance. And I think everybody picked it up just a little bit. Philosophically, how do you view sports in high school? What is your deal with that?
Yeah, I think sports are super important. I think that sports builds connection for students to the school. It builds connection for academics. It gives purpose to come to high school. I played soccer. I was on the dance team in high school.
You were busy then.
I was busy,
yeah,
and I think that for me, it's what made me want to come to school, and that's where sports plays such an important role. It makes kids really connect and want to go, and then the academics come, and we really support and celebrate our scholar athletes. And so the more that we can encourage students to be connected academically and then through their sports or their other activities is really, really critical. And it builds school culture, it builds school community, it really creates this environment that we're all part of the same team.
Everybody rallies behind it in the community when there's sports, football, basketball, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You have your factions that come and root them on. Listen, I certainly wish you good luck this year. I know it's not easy. I know we talked about the education system earlier, and it's interesting. It's interesting, the way you guys have to maneuver based on what, some of us out here remember from the old days. And I mean really old days, But wish you success and wish you a lot of fun.
Thank you.
We'll be checking on your progress. We'll be asking the coaches what's going on over there.
All right,
with you.
sounds good.
All right. Thanks again. We really appreciate it.
Thanks.
Heather Bajorquez, she's the new principal over at Tustin High School. Right now, we're going to go over to Dan DeForest and see what Dan's up to.
Ready? Hey, I'm Dan DeForest. I'm with the Tustin Tiller varsity boys basketball team. 20-11 last year, 3rd place. And I'm with
Johnny, Carson,
Javen, Nathan.
All right, guys. All right, good to have you on our show. Good season last year. Do you think you guys are going to be able to improve upon that?
I think so. We're a lot smaller this year, but we have a lot more offensive, up-tempo. We're going to be playing a lot more faster and just shooting a lot more threes. And then we're going to be able to out-hustle teams because we're a lot faster than them. So I think that's going to be an advantage towards us. So, yeah.
Excellent. What did you do in the off-season to work on your quickness? Because you said you don't really have the size, but you have speed, right? So what were some of the off-season drills and work that you did?
We do a lot of conditioning. We call them 220s. Our coach, it's a very tough 200-meter, half of the track. And we do, every week we build up. So we start with 3, and then 4 and 5 and 6, and then we end up with 10. Obviously, a lot of us go through injuries and stuff, so, it was hard for last year, especially in the summer. we had 5 of our guys get hurt, including me and Johnny. But we do a lot of plyometrics with our weightlifting coach and just a lot of conditioning. So,
excellent. Now, tell me a little bit about Summer League. I know Summer League is tough, right? You play a lot of opponents. You got to get in shape. You're running all over the place. How'd you guys do?
Well, we actually did pretty well. We had a tournament at UCSD, and we got 3rd place out of 32 teams. So that was a very good performance for us. And we also had a Westmont tournament we did pretty well at. And overall, I think we had a pretty much significantly higher than 500 record. So we did pretty good.
Hey, that's excellent. So a lot of improvement from last year, you feel. Looks like you're the tallest guy here. You one of the tallest guys on the team?
Yes, I am. I'm one of our centers. Yeah.
And so you play center. Are you starting center for the team?
After a couple guys got injured, I got a shot, and I ended up being our leading scorer for a while. For the 5 games that I started, I led in scoring every single game. I scored a few games over 20. Showing everybody what's up.
He's showing them he can play, right? I like that. He's hustling. So what's your prediction for your league this year? Do you think you guys can pull it off?
I think so. I think we could definitely contend for league title. Just we worked so hard, so I think that we could definitely do it.
Who's your toughest competition?
Ooh, I want to say Korean or Cyprus. Yeah, they're definitely 2 hard contender teams. Korean has not lost a league game, I don't know, in a couple years, maybe. So,
do you find it difficult playing against those private schools? That's a tough one to get after, right?
They get 20 in transfers from out of the country, so yeah. We just do with what we got. Boss develops us, and we just do with the best what we can.
Hey, I like that. Tustin's out there. They're coaching them up. They're working with you guys on your speed, your drills, your agility. Exciting to hear. So tell me one thing. What do you feel that's going to end up? What are you going to end up with? What place?
Hopefully first. I think we can do it. Obviously, Korean, like he said, is very, very hard competition. But we've been working hard, and I think we can do it. I really do.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Back to you, Rich. We're going to go back. We're all set.
All right. Thanks a lot, Dan. Hey, I'm going to be sitting here with the water polo coach right now, Jasper Wang. Right now he's up there getting a couple of those guys up, and Jasper's kind of an interesting guy. He played big-time water polo. Jasper, have a seat, my friend. So we try to get everybody in, during this program because that's what it's about. We're celebrating Tustin High Athletics. And Jasper, thanks for picking up. Pick up your microphone, man. We're going to talk to you for a minute. So, Jasper, you played water polo. You big time. You played internationally.
Yeah.
What's up with all that?
Yeah, I went to Italy for a month, and I played with Pareco there, or more practice with them. They're the best club in the world, made of best Olympic player together. I went there and trained and just realized how big water polo is, as where USA, America is just a small part to it, and yeah, it's pretty big. And also recently I went to Japan for around a month, played there, and realized polo is growing everywhere. Japan now may not be as big as America, but they're also growing, showing how the sport is evolving.
That's interesting, man. I didn't even know that you could play internationally. I thought it was just everybody plays at home, and I didn't even know they would branch out and play stuff like that unless it's a big international tournament. But that's pretty cool. Now, you have some of your water polo players here. Who do we have here today that are about to be interviewed over there?
I have Maddox. He's going to be a junior this year. I also have Austin. Austin was one of my lefties in sports.
Does that make a difference? Lefty, righty, and water polo too?
Yeah, a 6'1" lefty. I told him it's being a lefty and being 6'1", there's nothing more you can ask of that. Wow. He has a lot of potential. And I have Joshua, who's also lefty. I told him the exact same thing. And lastly, Matthew. He's honestly probably one of my most leadership-like players. Always help lead the team.
So, what's the world record in egg beating?
Egg beating.
How high do you egg beat? Egg beater is the swim and get out of the water. That's what they used to call it back in the day.
Yeah.
I played a little water polo too, man. I remember that stuff. Hey, it was just after football practice. We worked out with the water polo guys just to cool off, back during the conditioning week. Can't call it Hell Week no more, man. Can't do that.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, Elwood, you ready? Oh, is that the food group? All right, never mind. I thought they had your guys over there. What's up, Elwood?
We're ready to jump it off.
Okay, all right. But anyway, okay, apparently they got the food. They have a contest every week. So people are going to be eating right now. No, you don't have to put that away. We're live right now. You can't be doing that. What are you gonna, he's going to slink out of here, man. What's wrong with you? Real quick about your team. What are the expectations this year? What did you do last year? Where'd you finish?
Last year, we didn't do too well. There was tragic accident of a coach we all loved. So this year, it's like rebuilding for the team and putting them all back together. And everyone is working hard. Everyone's working hard and working towards their goals.
Yeah,
and
they better be working hard.
Doing everything they can to rebuild and build that chemistry as a team. You know, and I really think this year we could still finish farther than how we did last year. As I see, they think it rebuild, but I think we could rebuild and go on a good streak this year.
So when's your season start? When's it end?
Our first game is Thursday, actually.
Oh, really? Already
tomorrow.
There.
Tomorrow
Okay.
we play Rancho Alamitos, and our season will end around end of October or mid-November, depending how far we go in CIF or if we make CIF, which I think we definitely can.
That'd be great, man. Well, it'd be interesting. We're going to have to follow you now because you're here and see how you guys are doing. We'll check in on you. Congratulations on you being the head man of this program, and take it somewhere, man. Take it to prominence. Beat Modern Day.
We will. Give us a couple of years.
Right. All right. Hey, I think Elwood Brown is ready with the food contest. Elwood, how you doing?
How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back. Here we are. We have our cheese eating contest. The object is for the young ladies to taste the pizza, to give the ingredients what's on there. Now, whoever get the most ingredients correctly, they will win $50. So let's first introduce yourself.
I'm Sierra.
I'm Leah.
And I'm Isabella.
Okay, ladies, this is the best night. Here, eating pizza. You get a chance to taste it. You get a chance to touch it. And then you get a chance to write it down. Understanding whoever get the most correct items on the pizza wins $50 from Rock Brews. Back to you, Rich. We'll be back. Back to you, Rich. Back to you, Rich.
Are we back already? I couldn't hear anything, so I'm going to take this out for a few minutes. All right, so Bob, grab Elwood's microphone, will you? Why don't you guys go over there with Bob Gibson? He's going to talk to you real quick. All right. We're just managing on the fly here, man. All right, so you got your three kids here. Now, who are these three youngsters?
The one wearing white right now, his name is Joshua.
Okay.
Yeah, his name's Josh. Josh is one of my lefties. Like I said, I see amazing potential in him.
Hey, Josh, come here. Who's Joshua? Get over here, Josh. What are you doing standing over there? Give him that microphone right there, will you? Oh, all right. Have a seat, man. We're talking to you over here. What are you doing?
Oh, my bad.
All right. All right. So, once again, Joshua?
Yes.
All right, Joshua. So, what are you doing? What do you play at water polo? What's your position?
I'm more like left wing right now because since I'm a lefty, they put me in the left side and they put me in the left wing.
I didn't know there was a lefty-righty. I didn't know it was like baseball, right?
There's like left side, right side.
All right.
And yeah.
All right. So how many years you been in the program?
This is my second year.
Second year? Okay, I think you're going to say sixth year right now. I was going to go, hey, wait a minute, man. That ain't right. All right, so you guys have high expectations for this year?
Yes.
You guys start Thursday, right?
Yeah.
You ready? That's tomorrow. Are you ready?
Yes, 100% ready.
All right. Who's next to you?
Austin. This is my friend Austin.
Hand it over. Austin, what's up?
Hello.
All right. So you're a big-time water polo player too, huh?
Yeah.
What's your position?
I play the wing on the 4-5 side.
Mm-hmm. You play any other sports?
Well, as you can see, I play swim.
Yeah.
And then that's basically it. Yeah.
That's it. Swim and water polo. That's two sports, right? That's two different things, right? All right. Interesting.
He's actually a triple sport athlete. I don't know what he didn't say, but he also plays basketball.
Oh, why are you leaving out the basketball?
Oh, well, because I still haven't made the team, so I don't know for sure.
That's all right. You're still
he wants to be an NBA in the future.
You're still working out. Go for it.
Yeah.
You know, you never know, right?
Yep.
Hopefully they have a 6 foot and under league, right? You'd probably be bigger than that, though. All right, let's hand the microphone off to the next guy. Another guy from the Tustin swim team. Who's this guy?
This one's Matthew.
Get your microphone so people can hear you out there.
Sorry, yeah, this is Matthew. He's one of my more leadership-like guys, so I always like to lead the team.
Matthew, what position are you?
I usually play the 1-2 side, driving through, running some of the
What's
plays.
that mean?
1-2 sides, 1-2 and 4-5s is people who are on the outer circle of water polo. They're usually the attackers. And yeah, or put it simple, the goal of the game is to feed the ball into the middle, the person closest to the goal, and yeah, the attackers are people who work towards that.
Okay. All right. So you any good? You lefty?
No, I'm a righty.
He's
I
a
like
righty.
to think I'm pretty good.
Yeah, that's all right. We're just kidding around right now. Coach is just mellow today, man. But tomorrow, so y'all ready for tomorrow?
Yeah, Rancho Alamitos.
I got to be honest with you, I've never interviewed water polo players before. I've been doing this for a long time and never talked to any guys in water polo.
Yeah, the sport's growing, like I said, like going around. There's places that are much newer. Like we were introduced to water polo much later than U.S. While there's also places where water polo started a long time ago, and it's growing. Like at our colleges, there's many international players, and yeah.
All right, that's crazy. Who's the last guy? You been on already? Hand it over. All right, who's this guy?
This is Maddox.
Hey, Maddox, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. You?
Is that you go by one name, just Maddox?
I'm named Ruben, but I like my middle name Maddox better. So.
I love it, man. All right, what's your position?
Usually, sometimes I play at the 5 spot, running plays and whatnot.
So you all set for tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah.
All right. Does he even know there's a game tomorrow? Yeah. All right, just making sure, man. You kids are all nonchalant, man. I like that. A little bit of intensity, but not a whole lot. But, I hope you guys do well tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great season. Again, you guys are the first water polo guys I've ever interviewed and we've ever had on our show. So, anyways, good luck, man. Good luck with your season.
Thank you.
What do you guys do for training?
Training, swimming is a huge thing. Just like, if you think of it this way, you're in a pool, you're faster than another guy, you're closer to the goal, you're closer to scoring. Speed is huge. We swim a lot. We do a lot of leg work.
All right.
And then we also run plays so that we build chemistry and work towards the goal, towards our goal.
All right, Coach. Well, hey, thanks for joining us tonight, Jasper, and good luck with your season, man. We're going to have to check in on you now because you're here, all right? We'll see how you guys doing. Get your scores into somebody. Get him into DeForest over there. He's the Tustin liaison, so we can announce what you guys are doing, all right? Okay. Hey, nice to meet you guys. Thank you for coming.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Elwood Brown, you back up? Do it. Elwood Brown, back in the food contest.
We're here. The ladies are tasting the pizza. They're utilizing all their taste buds. I'm going to give them a few more seconds here to really gather their thoughts. What they're going to be able to do is once I say time, they're going to close their box. And then they're going to write down the items that they believe is on the pizza. So you guys are ready? So I have, you ready, all three? Okay, let's close the box. Now, close the box, close the box, close the box, close the box, thank you. Close the box, thank you. Close the box, close the box. There you go. All right. Now, remove your mask. Okay, here we have Sierra. Write down each lady, Sierra, Leah, Isabella. Write down what you believe is on the pizza. Understanding, whoever get the most correct answers will win $50 for Rock Brews. Oh, yeah. Take your time. Okay. Okay. So this is Sierra. Sierra said okay. Okay. All right. Sierra, you had extra pineapples and olives. Okay. You have Leah has sausages, olive, and pineapple. Guess what? Cheese. If you don't have no cheese in your pizza, it's not a pizza. It's not your pizza. Okay? So we count the cheese automatically. And Isabella, she had pineapple. So I want to say the winner is, it was olives, pineapples, and sausages. Leah. Give it up. Hey, give it up for Leah. Give it up for Sierra. Give it up for Isabella. Great job, ladies. Huh? Hello. And you guys are going to be on next for the cheer towards the end of the show. Great job. Back to you, Rich.
Thank you, Elwood. All right, so Gio just fixes my IFB, and then then I drop it. Anyways, we're joined by Brandon Pratt now. Brandon Pratt is the assistant coach of the varsity football team, and he's also the head coach of the flag football team. I was thinking of Claire right now. But, Coach, thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for sitting in for Anthony, the head coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us.
Let's talk about the season, man. It's here now. It's upon us. You guys had a good game last week.
Yeah,
talk about it.
Had a great first week. Started out the gates a little slow, but we've been preaching all offseason about fighting through adversity and, battling through it and working hard. And the boys responded with 35 unanswered points and ended up winning 41-14. So it was a good first week.
That was an interesting score, especially against El Toro. El Toro's historically been a quality program. Mm-hmm. They still are a quality program, but to come out and hang 41 on anybody first game is pretty good.
It was great. Yeah, we had one of our receivers made a couple plays on offense, made a big special teams play on a field goal block return. So they're a really well-coached team over there. Some good coaches, some good players. So we were lucky and fortunate enough that we were prepared and ready for the opportunity.
Now, of course, this week you got Foothill, okay? Let's talk about Foothill. Okay, last year, 9-7 ball game, all right? It was 7-7 in the fourth quarter. What happened? You guys gave up a safety?
We got called for what some might say, and
That's
controversial,
okay.
Sort of a suspect holding call in the end zone that, we were a little biased. We didn't think it was holding, which cost us that 2 points, so the refs kind of took the game out of our hands. Hopefully this year, either way, hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully the players make the plays and they decide what happens.
Those sneaky referees,
it
man.
Happens.
Oh,
okay.
my.
I
know.
And, you ask Foothill, they're going to say it was a clean call, so
yeah,
it's all good either way.
And that game was early on last year as well, so interesting ball game. Talk about some of the stars on your team this year, some of the performers you think will do well.
Our quarterback, Jack, had a really good offseason. Stepped it up first game. He's been a leader for the team. The guys that are up there, Christian's up there. Christian's going to UCLA next year as a defensive back, so he's making plays for us on defense. Scored our first touchdown of the season against El Toro. AJ, I think, is going up there. AJ's a two-way starter for us. I coach tight ends. He's one of my guys. Played almost, I think, 98% of the snaps that first game. Didn't come off the field. Offense, defense, special teams. And then Seth Wanders, our leader on and off the field over there, team captain, just stand-up young man that he leads these young guys so the coaches don't have to do it all the time. It's nice.
Wow. Now, those are the guys standing with
the
Bob?
Guys up there, yeah. Yes,
all right.
Sir.
So let's go over to Bob Gibson. You ready, Bob? All right. Bob standing by.
Shout out Mac as well.
All right, thanks, Rich. Christian Delmar Hawkins, we got Jack Stupin. Now, you're going to play some defense at the collegiate level, but offensively, you two are quite a duo so far this season.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely this running back right here.
Right. Yeah. Coach talked about the work you put in the offseason. How is that translating now to success on the field early on?
I think it directly translated. We're doing really good. It's looking good. Yep.
Perfect. When did you know UCLA was going to be your destination?
I would say around the time I committed, probably last December. Okay. It just felt right.
What'd you like about being a Bruin?
Really everything. The campus is really nice. The area, the surrounding areas, the coaches, the staff, the team. It's just the place to be for me.
All right, now before you get there and before you make your decision, you're going to make a decision in your college coming up too. Yep. You got a season to play here, right? Yeah. There's some renewed excitement around this Tustin Tiller program this year. You guys are expecting big things from yourselves.
Yeah, let's go 10-0. Looking to go win a ring.
You think you can do that?
For sure, definitely, yeah.
Here we go. These two guys are going to make it happen, and then let me shuffle you two guys out because I'm going to bring your teammates in right here, Seth and AJ. Come on in. We're going to do this on the fly real quick. Seth and AJ are going to move right in here too. What have you been doing in the offseason that is translating to this success now on the field early on?
We've just been working really hard in the weight room and on the field, paying attention to our coaching and all that, just making sure to get better each day, get better every day.
Right. What do opposing teams have to look out for when Tustin comes to town?
Man, they have to look out for our run game. They have to look out for our strong defense. We're coming at it strong, and honestly, we're getting in our playbooks. We're getting into everything logistical, and just mainly they have to look out for the whole team in general. All of us are coming. We're all going to go in and throw out a fight out there.
All right, now this is an extra important week, right? Because who do you guys play?
Foothill.
Foothill. rival, the crosstown rivalry, right here. You got to get a win this week, right? There's no doubt, right?
This game is definitely bigger than any of the games to us. We haven't beat him in about 5 years, so for me and him, this is our 4th year here. Yeah. This is a really important one for us, for sure.
So close last year, right? You got to get it done this year, right?
For sure, we have to get it done this year. And this game is probably our biggest game of the year, 7,000 people out there. And right now we're going to treat it like any other game, and we're gonna make it about ourselves. It's going to be Tustin and no one else.
All right, it's a rivalry week, guys. They are ready to go. The Tillers are going to go out there and get a win this week. I feel it. All right, back to you over, Rich.
Thanks a lot, Bob. All right, Coach. Not only are you assistant coach for the boys, you're coaching the girls' team, too, the flag football team. How's that working out, man? You got 2 teams to worry about in the same season. How's that going for you?
It's been quite a challenge. Fortunately, I have great assistants for flag that all have head coaching experience. So we're there, we collaborate, we get through practice, and then as soon as practice is over, I rush over to tackle practice and finish up over there. I love it, so I'm happy to be here doing it. It's long days, but it's great.
Flag's a lot of fun.
Long. Yeah, Flag's a lot of fun. We got our first win on Tuesday. Beat Long Beach Cabrillo 12-2, so it was exciting to get the first win in school history.
Now, I have to ask you this: the talent level. I mean, this is a new sport, at least for CIF.
Yes, sir.
So there's really no gauge right now. There's no saying last year we did this, or this girl had a great season. She threw for 3,000 yards, you know, and stuff like that. Talent-wise, how do you figure this out? I mean, seriously, you coming in with not knowing what anybody's done. There's no benchmark for anybody.
Well, athletes are athletes at the end of the day, so
that's true.
Almost all the girls on the team, especially varsity, are multi-sport athletes. Our quarterback's a softball player, so she pitches a bit, so a little different throwing motion, underhand versus overhand, but we've got soccer players, lacrosse players, basketball players. That footwork and agility translates. We just got to teach you how to catch. So that's been a process. We're getting there. We've noticed it's a process at other schools too. So I think we're ahead of the curve in that sense. But it's exciting to grow a sport and teach a new group of people how to play it.
In that sense, you're like a new coach at a new school in a way, because you never had the girls come out and play football before.
Yeah, I mean, a couple girls get to play powder puff their junior and senior year and get coached by the guys that go to school, but that play on the team. But for the most part, it's totally new, getting coached up by people, teaching them a totally new sport. So it's been challenging, but exciting at the same time.
Okay. Listen, speaking of that, okay, we're going to transition now. First of all, congratulations on coaching the girls. This sport's going to be big. It's going to take off.
Yes, it is.
We believe that. And, congratulations, too, on getting to a new season of football with the Tiller football program,
Appreciate
the boys.
Thank you very much.
By the way, Santa Fe High School, we're out there last week because they have a new head coach, Ryan Bateman. And Ryan Bateman's taken over a program that was like one in, I don't know, last 3 years they won 1 game. So it's a challenge for him to step into this role. But we went down there, checked on the team, talked to coaches, some of the players, and here's what they had to say about the new coach.
It's what we're doing out here ain't about the wins and losses. Obviously we want to be successful. The wins will come. We're going to do things the right way. It's about culture. It's about school spirit, man. We've grown the program since January from 38 athletes to now 165.
Wow.
There's a great culture building here. We have some momentum. The kids love being here. I think they're excited about the new methodology, the new coaching staff, the new style of play that we're implementing. And ultimately, we're building a family culture, and that's the most important part.
Coach Bateman's a great guy. He's a great motivator, shows love towards every single one of the players. He explains the little things, he gets into detail, and he's just a great guy.
Doing really good. He's doing everything he can. New program,
right.
A lot of new players. Everyone's trying to learn his scheme, learn everything he's trying to give us. It's just us trying to buy into him. Our team feels good about Coach. Everyone's, compared to what we're used to, what we're known, it's a big step up. It's something we have to change to if we want to win.
No, he's a great guy. He pushes us to our limits. He only wants to see us succeed. He doesn't want us to go back to the old ways. He's not accepting a 0-10 season. He wants to see us grow as not only players, but as men as well.
Yes. He every day he knows exactly what to say to get you out of that gutter. I have high expectations for us. I think we will come for a league championship. We're not playing for anything less.
Good.
Everything's going pretty good. I feel like we're making progress day by day. Just getting prepared, came in pads, getting ready, and just everyone's starting to click and get together as a team.
How's Coach Bateman doing? Having a guy come in, a whole different guy, huh?
Mm-hmm. he's a good coach. He's getting us all on the right track. He knows who the leaders are on defense, who the leaders are on offense. He's getting us right, and he's making sure we're talking with our guys and we're all clicking together.
At first it was a surprise, but I love his system. I love the way he coaches. I love the enthusiasm. He really cares about this team and really wants us to succeed. We're like quadruple in size right now. It's just, you can tell he brings a passion to Santa Fe. We're hyped. We're locked in. We're bought into his system. We believe in it. We're ready for it. We want the best. We want to be the best.
Dan DeForest here with the Tustin Cheer Squad. All right, and I'm here with
Leah,
Sienna,
Isabella, and Sierra.
really quick, tell me what your favorite memory is about your cheer squad.
all of the hard work that we put into our season and being able to make so many great memories with our team.
All right, and how long have you been a cheerleader?
I have been a cheerleader for 6 years, and this will be my 7th season.
Wow. Okay, and what is your favorite moment?
My favorite moment is performing at competitions with my team.
Have you guys won competitions?
Yes, we have actually placed 8th in USA Regionals, which was actually very well at states, so yeah.
Right, I love it. So I'm here with, back to you, Rich.
Thanks a lot, Dan. Dan's talking with some of the cheerleaders here at Tustin High. Joining me now is one of our sponsors. From Modern Woodman, I'm sitting with Elizabeth Beltran and Stephen Flores. And let me tell you something. We're so glad to have you guys as a sponsor supporting high school athletics. But you guys also give an award every year, and it's for the hometown hero. Why don't you tell us about it, Elizabeth?
Yeah, of course. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you guys, everyone, for being here and supporting the game for Prep Sports Media. I do want to mention that Modern Woodman is a fraternal organization that focuses on financial planning for business owners as well as for families. But on top of that, the other things that we do is we recognize individuals in our community that have gave back and that have gone above and beyond for their community.
Yes, again, this reward goes out to the individuals that, again, have kind of gone that extra mile throughout the year, and we just want to recognize them, all the good they do in the community. We will be doing this next week as well, but we wanted to start this off by presenting these awards to a couple individuals that have done a lot in the community, given their time and efforts with expecting nothing in return. And they don't know this, but it's actually John and Dan that we want to present the awards to as hometown heroes, along with
Rich Estrella and Bob Gibson. Thank you guys so much for being big pillar to our community, making Prep Sports Media possible. Without you guys, none of this would have been able to be done. So we definitely want to recognize you guys. You guys do a lot for this.
You're kidding me. Are you serious?
Yes, absolutely. We have one for all of you guys in here.
Amazing.
And they didn't know about this, so.
No, I didn't. We're going to announce next week who the real hometown hero is. Because trust me, these guys back here, I don't know about heroes. Me, of course, yes. Just kidding with you guys. But anyways, thank you very much. Wow, this is really cool, man. We really appreciate this. I don't know what to say, so I'm going to hand it back here and let you guys do the talking.
Yeah, you guys want to say anything?
Really big honor. Thank you so much. And Modern Woodman is a great sponsor. We're lucky to have you.
Hey, great job. Love to have you. Appreciate you.
What a great way to end the show. We had no idea we were getting an award. As a matter of fact, let me hold this up real quick. This is amazing. Modern Woodman, guys, one of our great sponsors, Elizabeth Beltran, Stephen Flores. These folks show up every week. They donate money to our program, to the community. Prep Sports Media helps kids, and we can't do this without you guys. Thank you so much. Bob Gibson, you got one of those too.
I know, right? I just want to say thank you again to Modern Woodman. You know, a lot of companies talk about being in the community. These guys are in the community each and every day. We appreciate their partnership with us, and we couldn't do it without them. Thank you guys for everything you do to help us.
Of course.
And Elwood Brown, you're a big member of this community too, man. You help kids all day long, so thank you as well.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to be a part of the family, and thank you for your support.
Rich, you're the only one that didn't accept your award here, buddy. Here you go.
I'm not worthy. Trust me, man. Listen, when Carla came up here and threw this on there, I thought, wait a minute, this is supposed to be for next week. And we had somebody in mind that deserves the award more than John Conti, and Bob. But anyways, thanks for fooling us. That was funny. And the way you grabbed that.
We're sorry. We had to do that.
We
had
really
to do it that way, guys.
Listen, we really appreciate the recognition. We've been doing prep sports for years now, and years. And we like it simply because it's an honest effort in sports. You know, you get to the college game now with the NILs, you know, the heads are starting to grow a little bit. As your wallet grows, your head gets bigger, so to speak, unless you're doing steroids, right, guys? But anyways, so it's great to do the preps. Again, there's no pretense with these kids. They are who they are. They're all working to get to the top. They all enjoy their teammates, lifelong friendships. So there's nothing better than high school sports simply for the honesty of the effort, and it's still pretty innocent, don't you guys think? Yeah, absolutely. It's still pure. It's still pure. Now the girls are really getting involved. I mean, the basketball's popular. Of course, softball's always been popular, and now flag football. And I have a feeling, guys, that's going to be the big one.
Yes.
I don't know. What do you guys think, Steve?
No, it's going to be a great game. But one last thing I want to throw into this hometown hero. This hometown hero is to recognize you guys as well. But it does come with a $100 donation to the charity of your choice, whether it's Prep Sports Media or any other charity that you want to do. Again, we want to make those donations in your name as well.
Right on. Thank you so much, man. You guys are amazing.
Thank you guys for being awesome.
That's each hometown hero. So.
Right. That is great, man. Well, we really appreciate it. Like to thank everybody that came in tonight from Tustin High School. All the coaches that came in, I can't name them all right now. All my notes are now at the bottom of the ocean. And but again, we're certainly glad everybody came out from Tustin High School. Recognize all these programs tonight. I'd like to once again thank our sponsors, Modern Woodsman, along with Suzuki and a few others. John, you read the list tonight. Really appreciate everybody. And once again, thanks to the fans out there tonight for joining us. On behalf of the crew and on behalf of Stephen Flores and Elizabeth Beltran, I'm Rich Estrella saying so long from your friends here at Prep Sports Night Live. We'll see you all next week.